Hello, hello there. Welcome, welcome, pen pals and occult treats and prismers to real prism horror stories. Stories that really happened to us prism girls. Ooh. Reverb check. Is it working for everybody?
Reverb check. How does both of our reverb sound, everyone?
Audio check.
Do we sound scary? Do we sound spooky?
Spooky enough for today? Ooh.
Are we spooky enough?
Reverb is good? Okay, nice. All right, there. So some of us Prism girls submitted their horror stories or some bizarre stories that happened to them years ago. So we shall go over them and tell you guys all these interesting stories. And my co-host, Shiki Miyoshino. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes. Konbanwan, everyone, and welcome to the Real Prism Horror Stories collaboration. I am the occultic Inugami. Ooh.
And I, Pina Pengin, PRISM Project 3rd Generation Agent. Pina Pengin here to bring heal and happiness. I guess today will be a scary
Heal and terror to you!
But yes, I think today will be a really interesting and fun stream, and hope you guys enjoy all these real stories that happened to us Prism girls. Shiki and I also have our own stories to share, so I hope you guys also look forward to those. But first off, we're actually gonna start with a bit of a wholesome story. And with that wholesome story, who could it be? It is Iku Hoshifuri's experience. Ooh. Alright. This happened when I was a little alien. One night, I just couldn't seem to fall asleep. Usually, I would fall asleep easily and sleep through the night like a log. But on that night, I just didn't feel sleepy at all. I had a hunch that something was wrong, yet at the same time, I was calm. I knew there was nothing to be afraid of. Then the telephone rang. In that instant, I knew that someone had died. Then the telephone rang. I'm sorry about that one. In that instance, I knew that someone had died. Wait, ちょっと待って.
What's going on?
Ignore my phone. Please ignore my PowerPoint pun.
This phone is ringing a lot. Pick up the phone. 7 days.
But when the phone rang, I understood that the strange feeling keeping me awake was a presence. A very friendly one. I heard my dad pick up the phone downstairs. I heard my dad... Wait. Moments later, I heard him climbing up the stairs. He entered my room quietly, to wake my mom, who was sleeping next to me. He broke the news to her that his dad, my grandpa, had passed.
Oh.
My grandpa was relatively healthy. Although he was old, he still had many years to live. So his death was very sudden to all of us. Which is why I still believe that he came to visit me before he left. I believe he wanted to see me, his youngest grandchild, who didn't get to spend as much time with him compared to the others. That's how I came to believe in ghosts. Jan, jan. Yes.
Wait, that was really sweet.
Yes, this is actually a really wholesome story.
Aww.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah. Yeah, I think Iku's story is the only wholesome one, and then the other one can be a bit scary. But I thought it would be nice to just share the wholesome one first. Yes.
Aww. Oh, that's so
Yeah.
nice. I mean,
Yeah.
I feel, of course, awful that her grandfather passed away, but that was a really sweet way to like think of it, and like,
Yeah.
I hope that that was true. Aw.
Yeah. Yeah. I bet Grandpa did visit Iku. Yeah.
I came here for fears, not tears.
Don't worry, there will be some scary stuff later on.
That's true. That's true.
Yes. And now, next up, it is. Oh, wait, no, there was more. They say children are more sensitive to spirits and the otherworldly. Now that I'm older, I may not be able to notice any ghosts that visit me. Now that I'm older. Tss. But I find comfort in believing that there are good spirits watching over me. I'm sorry for the puns!
It's okay. It's okay, Pina.
But yes, our next horror experience is by Aoi Tokimori, which Shiki will also read.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, someone said fix the reverb first.
Oh, you
What?
guys don't hear my reverb?
I think someone mentioned that it was in mono earlier.
Oh. I see the problem. Sorry, I didn't realize it.
The reverb is working, but it's mono. I see.
La 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 la. How is that now?
Ooh.
How is that now? Oh yeah, the reverb in my left ear. Oh, it was on the left ear. I see. Good now? Okay.
Good now?
Nice. Thanks for that. Sorry for the puns.
It's all okay. All right, shall I start?
Yes.
This is Aoi's real experience. I visited an island in Japan while on a trip with a few friends, one who was a local to the area. Let me know when I can go to the next one.
No, I'll follow you.
Okay. Over on the mainland side, there is a cliff which is a popular suicide spot. Due to the ocean currents, bodies of the people who jumped off the cliff sometimes make their way onto the shore of the island. This makes the island a popular ghost spot, and so my friends and I were interested in visiting. When visiting the island, there are a few things that you're not supposed to do, or else bad spirits are said to follow you home. The island is small, and it only takes around 20 to 30 minutes to walk in a circle around the whole thing. The catch is that according to superstition, you're supposed to walk in a clockwise direction. However, my friend, the local, remembered this information incorrectly. and assured us that we were supposed to walk counterclockwise. On our way around counterclockwise, I looked up more information about the island on the internet and realized our mistake. At this point, we were all content with the fact that something was bound to follow us home. On our way back across the bridge, I checked the article again. And it also said that you weren't supposed to turn back and return to the island once you have stepped on the bridge to go home. Joking around, we agreed that if we did not physically turn our bodies around, we could technically get a look at what was behind us. Using my front-facing phone camera, I took a picture over my shoulder. Back on the mainland, I looked at the photo, turning up the exposure because it was dark outside. In the picture, which I still have on my phone, oh my god, although very faint, it looks like there is a cloud of light mist that starts on the bridge and extends out to the right side. There was no fog that day. Some people tell me they see it, and others say it's just my phone's bad camera, but I guess I'll never know. I don't know, emoji.
Oh, so where did that fog come from? Ooh.
Spooky! Oh my god, that sounds so scary. Like superstitions around certain places you go to and what you're not supposed to do. Imagine not knowing before you go to the island or having the information incorrect.
I know. The fact that they did it incorrectly and then they're like, oh, you're not supposed to look at the bridge once you cross it, but then they use their camera, and the fact that there's a fog that never was there that day on Aoi's picture.
I just added her on Slack and was like, please send us the fog picture. I'm so curious now. I'm so curious. Also, for any of you that don't know, Aoi is having her 2nd anniversary karaoke stream right after this stream. Tee.
Yes, Tee. We will be rating her.
Yeah!
Yes, yes. 2nd anniversary
so
for the first gen. Woohoo! All right. What did you guys think? Do you think that fog is real or is just always imagination? Ooh.
They're cursed. She's cursed now.
That fog will follow her forever and ever.
No!
Okay, that's really, really spooky.
That is really spooky. Imagine a spirit attaching itself to you because you didn't walk in on the island correctly.
I know.
I can't believe her friend ruined it.
I know, right? All right, next up. It is Rita Kamishiro's experience. Ooh. This one actually kind of gave me a bit of a chill when I read it. Ooh. So let's see what she experienced. Ooh. My sister had a friend growing up who said she was a medium, so she could talk to ghosts and stuff. One day, when I was younger, while I was hanging out with my sister and her medium friend in my sister's room upstairs, the friend all of a sudden stopped talking in the middle of a really energetic conversation and looked blankly across the room. We asked her if she was okay, and she responded by bringing her hand up to point at the corner across the room. She said that there was an old man just standing there in a corner of the room, but he had no face. She said he wasn't doing anything and that he didn't have an evil presence. After a while, we asked her if he was still there. After a moment, she said the old man went away. Apparently, he slowly started phasing into the ground until he was completely out of the upstairs room. I hadn't heard about this old man anymore from that point on, even from the medium friend. But a few years later, I was walking around in a downstairs area that was covered in wood. I noticed that one area sounded a little different than the rest when I stepped on it. It sounded hollow underneath when I tapped my foot on it. It was then that I realized that the hollow spot on the floor was immediately underneath where the old man was many years ago. Ooh.
I think she's told the story before. It's so spooky.
Yeah. Oh gosh. When I read that, I was like, an old man without no face, and then face through the floor, and then the wood sounds different with just that one spot. It's like, oh.
Oh my god. I feel like Rita has so many scary stories, like so many like IRL like spooky stories.
Yeah. I really need
Like
a
she
lot
has
more
a lot
from
to
her.
tell.
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. But yes, I do want to hear all those horror stories that Rita has. Maybe I should have asked her to just write down everything.
All of them.
All of them.
Maybe this was her favorite one.
Maybe. Alrighty then. Next up, we actually have Shiki's story. Ooh, I don't have the slides because she was like, "Oh, I'll just say it out of memory." So I was like,
Yeah, I'll just say it out of memory.
which means
Okay.
I don't know how it goes. So I'm excited.
Okay,
I'm excited.
I've told this one on stream before. So, at the time, I would bus to my father's house after school. I was in high school at this point. I think I was in around freshman year. And there wouldn't usually be anyone else in the house at this point. At the time, my stepmother's eldest son, he had just had a baby, and so him and his baby mama and the baby were all staying in the house at the time while she, got used to motherhood. And so they were staying in my old bedroom. And so it was me, her eldest son, and the baby. There was no one else in the house. No one else in the house. And also, the baby at this point in the story, it's like maybe been a month. Like, this baby should not be walking or anything. And so my father's house is a 2-story house, and the baby was in a crib downstairs in the living room, like a very tall wooden crib. There's no way that baby could have gotten out of there because it couldn't even stand up, And he told me, "Hey, do you think you could go feed the dogs outside?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, no problem," because he was fixing the baby's formula. And it was formula or some kind of medicine. I don't remember. 20 or 30 seconds. 20 or 30 seconds. When we just hear this big thump from upstairs in my bedroom. And then crying. Like a baby crying upstairs. And so, of course, me and him run up the stairs. The baby was on the floor upstairs. Somehow. I don't know how that happened. It was us two, the baby, and the 2 dogs that were there at the time. And I don't know how that happened, but it was crazy. And I remember him telling me that there was like a lot of weird happenings after after the baby had been born, and him and his baby mama constantly had like nightmares, and they constantly heard scratching on the windows and stuff like that, and the baby would have like scratches on it. And yeah, I'm just glad that I don't go to my father's house anymore. It's so spooky. It doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't make any sense. But I promise that happened, and it was really spooky.
That is so scary.
It was so spooky.
Wait, is the baby okay right now?
Oh yes, the baby is now a rebellious middle school student.
Well, good thing he's healthy.
Yeah, and she's living in my old bedroom, so she's like, she's fine. That room, I guess, is okay now. I don't know.
Oh, but that is so scary. Oh my God.
And another thing, my stepmom's eldest son, his baby mama comes from a family of brujas, like, and so as soon as like, I remember her mother stepped into my father's house, she like started like crying and started blessing the house. There was so much like bad energy in that house apparently.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah.
Oh man, did you guys do some ghost hunting?
Ghost hunting. I think they did some kind of like blessings or some. I know they did like a few things that some brujas do to kind of like help the energy of the house and stuff like that. I think they did that to my father's house. I don't think my dad knows about it, but because he doesn't believe in that kind of thing. He doesn't believe in that kind of thing. So it was like, you know, a little under lock and key kind of thing.
Right. Well, I'm glad there was something that someone did. Is it usually with like the sage, right? Like a sage smoke thing?
There was sage. Yeah, like they were burning stuff in my house. I remember that. Yeah.
Oh,
it was a time. It was a time.
Oh gosh. I mean, it's so scary how like the baby just teleported and there's scratches and all that stuff. Oh my God.
For all I could know, maybe the son did something while I don't know. It was like, I don't know. It was just so strange. Like, it's unheard of. Like, I don't know. Maybe the baby miraculously learned how to climb and went upstairs. I don't know. But it was scary.
Ugh.
But she was fine. She was not, like, injured. I think they took her to the doctor anyway.
That's
but
good.
they said she was fine.
Ooh. Ooh. Baby safe.
Baby had bad internet.
She had to go upstairs to get good internet.
Yeah. Oh my God. Now she texts me to play Roblox with her.
Oh, that's so cute.
She occasionally watches my YouTube, and I'm like, don't watch me. I'm not child friendly.
Okay, so she's the one. I see.
Yeah.
Oh, so precious. Alrighty then. So that was Shiki's horror story.
Yeah.
Ooh, what did you guys think? Ooh. So did the baby crawl? Or was there a spirit that brought the baby upstairs? The world may never know. Ooh.
It's so spooky though. That's why I never go to like my dad's house when I'll stay for like one night and then it's over. I don't want to stay any longer. I sleep in the living room. I refuse to sleep upstairs.
It's like, nope. I am not going where the spooky stuff is going on. Nope. It's like, I love you, Dad, but nope.
Nope. Nope.
Don't make me sleep up there. Alrighty then. Next up is actually my story. Ooh. Alrighty then. So my story goes like this. When I was a little pengling, my siblings and I were sleeping on the floor in our parents' bedroom as usual. I used to be a heavy sleeper, so it was rare for me to wake up in the middle of the night. Even if I do wake up, I just go right back to sleep. But that night, strangely enough, I woke up and sat upright. Another strange thing was that the bedroom door was wide open, which is usually closed when we all go to sleep. When the door is open, you can see a white hallway wall. Then I saw, beyond the widely open door, I saw a figure. Someone with a white robe smiling right back at me. Since I just woke up, nothing seemed strange to me at that moment, especially because that figure looked just like my mother. "Mom?" I mumbled. But then it hit me a few seconds later. Why is my mom standing right by the door and in a hallway in the middle of the night? And why a white robe? I looked to my right, where my parents' bed was. Then I suddenly got really scared because my mother was still sound asleep in her bed. I looked right back to the hallway, but the figure was gone. Was that a ghost? A bad spirit disguising as my mother to lure me? Or was it my ancestor that looks just like my mother who protects us from the bad spirits? The world may never know.
Oh my god. That's so spooky.
Yeah.
You know, you never trust doppelgangers. Never ever trust doppelgangers or anything that's calling out to you. Like, calling out your... I heard there's a story where you're never supposed to, like, if you hear someone using a familiar voice and they're calling out to you using your, like, real name rather than a nickname you'd be called, that is, like, something trying to lure you.
Oh my gosh.
It's like it impersonates people you hold dear and uses your real name.
Uh-huh.
And then there's other stories about, like, the Fae, and it's like when they ask you, "Can I have your name?" But they literally mean, "Can I have your name?" Like, your identity, you as a, like, you, you know?
Oh my god. Wait, that gave me some chills.
So spooky.
Oh gosh. Yeah, I guess I'll
Everyone
never know. Yeah.
Oh my god, I love reading stuff about doppelgangers and like
Irish.
watching doppelganger
What if the ghost didn't
TikToks, 'cause,
attach
like,
itself the owie, but
oh
rather
my
the
god,
picture
they're so
she took?
spooky. It's so spooky to think about.
Oh gosh. So, what do you think of my story? Do you think it was like a doppelganger or it's like a good spirit? I mean, it did wear a white robe. I'm not too sure.
Is there any myth associated with like white robes and doppelgangers? Doppelganger white robe. Now I'm curious. Oh, there's that thing called the woman in white. I think that's what the kind of ghost is. A white lady or a woman in white is a type of female ghost. She has long straight hair, typically dressed in a white dress or similar garment. Let's see.
A
It
white lady
was
is able to appear by day as well as by night in a house in which a family member is soon to die. They also appear within photos just before or after death. Oh,
Ooh.
according to the Nuttall Encyclopedia, these spirits were regarded as the ghosts of deceased ancestors. So maybe you were right.
Ooh, is it? Ooh.
It could be.
ああ。ご先祖かもしれない。I see. Because it was kind of like, yeah, like, I don't think it was an evil spirit, but at the same time, I don't know. So, like, I wasn't really sure, but because she was smiling back. Well, I guess that doesn't really mean anything, but
Oh my goodness. It kind of reminded me of the first time I got sleep paralysis.
oh my gosh, I never had it. Like, how does it feel like?
It's awful. I remember it was so funny that it happened. I literally wore like Buddhist beads straight from a Vietnamese temple to bed that night. And I was at Bao's house and I was sleeping in her bed with her and her sister in her sister's room. And it was the first and one of the only times I ever got it. But basically, like, they left the door open for the bedroom, which peeks out into the living room. And I saw a woman with really, basically in a white robe as well. She had long hair, but all of her limbs were like extended. All of her limbs were extremely long, and she got like closer and closer to me bit by bit until like she had her like elongated fingers like on my ears, and I woke up around then. But like I was so, it's, you know, you just like, you can't do anything. You just have to sit there in terror and take it until you eventually wake up properly.
Wait, what?
It was so scary.
Okay, the ghost I saw didn't have a long hair or a long limb, so maybe it wasn't a bad spirit, but whatever you saw seems like a really bad spirit or a scary spirit.
I think Val's house is haunted. Cause like it was, cause you're all the animals, they're always looking at the door to the attic. They're always looking to the door of the attic. And there's like a room filled with like old photos of family members. And it's really, really creepy up there. And it's like one of those situations where you always see something in the like the back of your head, like the side of your eye, you know? And like I remember her old roommates and stuff, you know, they feel like they got pushed down the stairs of the attic and stuff like that. It's so spooky.
Oh my god! That's definitely haunted. That's so spooky. Oh my god. Oh gosh. Wait, yeah. Wait, do you have more story? Like a spooky story?
Do I? Oh my god. Okay, I have another one. Oh my god, this was so crazy. So, in late 2020 and early 2021, my grandmother was in at-home hospice care. Me and my mom were taking care of her in her final months. And one of the times when we were there, my grandma just suddenly woke up in the middle of the night, like crying, and she was like calling for my mom, and she was like, "Oh my god, you and Shiki, you were killed in a horrible like traffic accident. It was awful." Like she,
oh my god.
It was so, and we were like, "Oh no, we're fine." You know, we were just telling her like it was okay. It was like 3 in the morning. It was like 3-ish in the morning. And then around 4:30 to 5, we hear police sirens go off down the street, like right across the street from where my grandma's house was. And they went to the neighbor's house, and we just started hearing wailing. Like we just started hearing deep crying from our neighbor. And my mom was like curious as to what was going on. It turned out that neighbor, her like mother
and brother were killed in a terrible accident around like 4 in the morning.
What?
Like about a little while after my grandma woke up from her dream, and the police were there to tell her what had happened. And it was just so scary that my grandma had had that dream right before that happened. But you know, they say that people who are very close to death, they can sometimes see things, or they can predict things and things like that. So it was really, really scary.
Oh my gosh. So somehow, maybe if you guys did go outside at that time, then... Oh my god.
It's possible. And another thing that happened while she was in hospice care when we were taking care of her, you know, I couldn't sleep well, but I didn't tell anyone I couldn't sleep well. And when I was like holding my grandma's hand while she was getting her feeding tube situated, she was like, Tommy told me you couldn't sleep well last night. Tommy was the name of her like 12-year-old brother that passed away when she was like a kid. and you know, she always was like pointing in the corner saying that like my grandpa was there. He's been passed away for like 25 years at this point. It was spooky.
Oh my gosh. Wait, but then if it's Tommy, I guess Tommy has been with your grandma for a long time, maybe protecting her.
Probably.
Oh my gosh. That's wholesome, but at the same time, it's like I heard Tommy.
That's also scary. It's like, why is Uncle Tommy watching me sleep? I'm scared.
Uncle Tommy is, you know, looking over niece Cheeky.
Oh, yeah. There were so many things that happened when she was in hospice care that were so spooky.
Oh my gosh. You have quite a lot of scary stories.
Oh yeah.
The only scary story I had was with this one, with the right robe, my mom looking person. So, all right then. All right, next up is actually, it is Non. Alrighty then, and Shiki will be going over Non's experience.
Yes. All right. Here we go.
There was a time when I was in my old house, which I swear is haunted and only likes to haunt me.
It's a little bitch of a ghost or something, I swear.
It's very known.
Multiple experiences with freaky things happening in that house. One of them was when I went to sleep, or at least tried to. My parents were still out in the living room next to my room talking, and I'm pretty sure that I was awake. I just closed my eyes on my bed, and suddenly, drip, drip, drip. I kept on feeling water dripping on my face and sliding down to my pillow. I can feel the pillow being a bit wet too, and the trail of water on my face. So I opened my eyes and tried to wipe the water away. There was no water. Dripping also stopped. Then, brushed it off, closed my eyes again. There was still more water dripping on my face. Now my eyes are closed and I tried to rub my face. There was nothing there, and now I was internally freaking out. I tried to move, but I was paralyzed. I started panicking and trying to wiggle at least enough just in case I should throw up this against the ghost. Got to open my eyes a bit and saw two white figures near my door. And I think I should be still awake because I can still hear my parents talking about taxes or whatever. I started to freak out even more and tried to thrash around and attempted to mentally assert dominance. After that, I slept on the couch near my mom's Buddha thingy because I ain't fucking with that. Another mini story was I kept on getting sleep paralysis at the same time every night, and it caused me to lose so much sleep. I also got really pissed off and started cursing at it in my head to the ghost, and then I was able to move again. Freaking ghost tried to fuck with me. She's so funny.
Yeah.
You were trying to fight it.
Yeah. But it must have been so scary to, experience paralysis, and then you see two figures like right next to you, and then you feel the water, but you don't when you try to wipe it. It's like, nope,
Yeah.
nope.
So spooky.
I know. But yes, the way that she wrote this was like so known. I was laughing when I was reading.
Yeah, it's very known.
I was like, oh, yes, it's totally known.
Yeah.
It was funny how
She really tried to fight it.
I know she was. And it's funny how like the chat was saying like, oh, it's just a mold.
It's just mold. It's just mold. She's cursed by mold.
She cannot get away from the mold in her life.
She can't.
Yeah. Oh, poor Noan. Alrighty then. Next stories is actually a last story that we have, but it's actually not Prism Girls, but our lovely, lovely Prism Staff's experience. Yay! Alrighty then. Didn't. This happened when I was younger. It was late at night, and I was getting ready for bed. I went to brush my teeth and left the bathroom door open since everyone was out in the living room watching TV. While I was brushing my teeth, I heard someone running in the hallway outside my bathroom, but didn't notice anyone pass by. Note, there is a mirror in front of me. I stepped out to check if it was my younger brother, since he was a small boy, so I could have easily missed him in the mirror. Only to find him already sound asleep on my parents' lap in the living room. I didn't think much of it and chalked it up to me imagining things and just went back to brushing my teeth. As I turned back to the mirror, I felt a small hand grab the back of my pants. I turned around to check, and nothing was there. I brushed it off thinking, oh, maybe it's just my pants folding in a funny way that made it feel that way. I ignored it and turned back around to finish brushing my teeth. But this time, I saw a woman standing behind me in the hallway through the mirror. I can still remember clearly how she looked. She was a bit shorter and hunched over, covered in dirt and mud, and she seemed to be glaring at me through the mirror. I turned around out of shock, but no one was standing in the hallway. I just finished brushing my teeth after that and ran back to my room. Yes.
Oh my god. That ghost was
That way, but I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah, I was hearing this story from her, and then I was like, oh
Did
my
the stream
gosh.
die?
Oh, did it?
It says live stream offline.
Oh. Oh. Refresh. Stream is RIB?
Oh, I think it's back. Okay.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
Yeah.
Maybe it was too
Woo.
spooky for Susan.
Too scary.
Yeah, it's so scary that Susan was like, nope, we have to end this
Ghost
stream.
got us.
Oh gosh. I hope it's okay. Everybody's okay, right? We back? Okay. Nice. Yeah, so when she told me this story, it gave me chills. And she actually apparently has had multiple interaction with like supernatural or like weird experience. So when you mentioned about be careful with someone that sounds like you, sounds like someone you know of. So apparently, when she was at home alone, she would hear her mom calling her name, but then her mom's voice is coming from the heater vent. Yeah, and then she's like, no, that's just my imagination. Mom is not here. Yep, I am not hearing that. But apparently, she has a lot of these crazy experience when she was younger. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So do you think if she did respond to that calling, something would have happened to her?
Maybe. It's very possible, at least like from what myths say. It's like oh my god, I can't even imagine. Like I don't even remember what comes after that. It's so spooky.
Yeah. Giving me chills. But yes, this was the end of the story. Woohoo!
Very short.
Yeah, very short, sweet and short. And hope you guys enjoyed the real Prism horror stories. Whose story was your favorite, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
You know,
far,
I liked yours.
yeah.
I liked yours a lot.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah, it sounds spooky. Like if that happened to me, I don't know. I'm so scared of doppelganger stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Bowel's story kind of got me scared too.
Yeah. Bow's house is scary. It's a nice house, but it's also haunted.
Yeah. Oh man. But yeah, it's
Nones
crazy.
is really funny too.
Oh yeah. Nones is. I don't know. The way she writes it makes it kind of like funny, but then if you kind of like think about it, it's super scary. So I don't know how she's doing it, but
I need to ask, when did this happen? Oh, the thing with Bao's house, it happened years ago. It was like at least like 6 years ago, like 5 or 6 years ago that it happened.
oh
Yeah,
wow,
that was the last time I got sleep paralysis. Let's keep it that way.
So
that was
maybe
scary.
maybe her house is haunted.
Oh my god. Maybe I should go back. I don't even think she lives there anymore, but I should go back. I should see her family and then like see if anything happens.
I wonder if I can like ask her stories or something like that, and then maybe I
Oh,
can.
probably. Oh my god, I'm sure she has so many. That'd be so fun. Oh my god. No, I'll just roll up to her house when she doesn't even live there anymore, and I'll be like, bah, I need to sleep here. And I just want to see if like something happens.
Just for science.
Yeah. Don't worry, bah. I won't be here long.
Well, thank you, everybody. I'm gonna turn off my reverb. There you go.
Oh, I'll turn off mine too. Now I'm normal.
Yeah, we're normal now. Thank you so much, pen pals and Occultry and Prismers for coming to Real Prism Horror Stories. Hope you guys enjoyed
really
all these stories. Yeah, we really appreciate. Woohoo! Yeah, this was really, really interesting. And I was actually afraid that there might not be enough horror stories that we can share, but there was actually quite a lot. And I was like, ooh, it's like a half of Prism Girls. I was like, nice.
Yeah, we got quite a few. Oh, maybe
Yeah.
we can do another stream like this. Maybe after a couple months from now.
Wink,
You know?
wink. Wink, wink.
Wink, wink.
I was actually thinking about that. Maybe asking another like a real Prism
Yeah.
horror stories or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wink, wink.
Wink, wink.
Wink, wink. Yeah, so I am so happy that I was able to host this, and thank you so much for Shiki for agreeing to be my lovely co-host.
Thank you for hosting. Oh, someone had a good idea. A Pen Pals versus a Cold Treats horror story stream where we take viewer submissions.
Oh my
and
gosh,
read
yes!
those.
Yes!
We could do
Can
that.
we? Oh my gosh! Okay, so like I'll be reading pen pal stories and then you will be reading occult treats stories. Oh my gosh, wait, let's do
That'd be
that!
really fun.
Yeah!
Okay. That sounds
Okay.
really good.
Yeah, let's ask our managers.
Sounds good.
Yeah, oh, I would love that. It can be like, I guess, real prismers. Real prismers.
Real
horror stories?
Prismers horror stories. Yeah. Ooh, that'd be fun.
Ooh, yeah, that would be cool. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna start like brainstorming or definitely ask my manager how we should do this. How should we collect it? Probably Google Forms.
Google Form?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Google Forms. And I'll let you guys know. And Shigi and I will kind of see when we can do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. I know it was short and sweet, but thank you so much for coming to Real Prism
Thank
Horror
you.
Stories. Thank you. It was so much fun. Hope you guys have a wonderful time, wonderful day, afternoon, night. Hopefully, if you guys are, going to sleep and if you guys got scared from these stories, I'm so sorry, but it's okay. We will redirect you guys to Ali-chan's stream, and you guys can
fall
get some
asleep to
like
her singing.
yes, exactly. Get
Her
some like
lullabies.
chill and very nice singing, and you guys can sleep. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Otsu.
Thank you.
Bye bye. 聞こえてくる木の葉が揺れる音心安らぐ水の音太陽の暖かさに包まれてああ私聞いてる気づけば君が隣にいてお互い笑い合うようになったねこの気持ちはどう伝えればいいんだっけああそっかあの言葉だねありがとうって言える時に言いたいんだよ伝えたい私の気持ち君にありがとうって心から言いたいんだよラララララララララありがとう言葉にしても伝えきれないことってあなたにはありますこの番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りいたしました Hope you guys had a wonderful time and hope you guys enjoyed our horror stories. Ooh. Otsu. Oh, I will be doing super chat reading on the next stream. But yeah, let's go enjoy Aoi's anniversary stream. Let's go! I'll do super chat reading next stream. では、おつぴなー